Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I am here, amazingly, to do the monthly reading for the month of July, which we've already started. Today is July 4th. Happy July 4th to all the U.S. people. And I'm here to do the sign for the rest of July, what's left of it. The sign is Sagittarius, July 2020. Alright, so we've got our smudge up and whatnot. I've tried going live, so this is pre-recorded, just like the old days. This is 2 days, 3 days in a row. I can't get connected to do the live readings. They won't connect. I've got 2 programs for live streams, and neither one of them will stay connected. You know, being in the middle of talking away, and I look up and there's nothing there. You know. This is for Sagittarius. What's going on for the month of July for Sagittarius? Bring forth the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, if nothing else. Okay, everybody's trying to help. Where am I? Where's my camera? Did I disconnect myself? No, I'm still going. Alright. This is for Sagittarius, the month of July. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You know, people are saying it's Mercury. And I believe it at this point, completely. Without a shadow of a doubt, I believe it with all the trouble that I've been having, technically and whatnot. I didn't drop another one that I don't see, did I? No, I caught it, just the one. And it's like nothing wants to work right. I have to do things 2 and 3 times. Things are breaking down around me. Nothing's working the way it's supposed to. In saying that, the last Mercury retrograde, I didn't feel it at all. Everything was fine. You know, I think I'd rather have a little than have nothing, and then later on Mercury catches up and says, well, I'm really going to give it to you now. I'll let you go by the last time, not this time, cheeky. You know what I mean? So, that's what it feels like. I'm exhausted before I start. It's the stress, just wears me down, breaks me down. I'm just like, oh my God. Alright, I'm going to ask Lilith and get to confirm with her that these are definitely your cards for July, Sagittarius. And my voice seems really low, and when I get really tired, my voice starts to drop. My eyes are stinging. I haven't even done a reading yet today. This is the first one, and that's terrible. Anyways, Spirit, please communicate using Lilith, our beautiful tool. We're ready to receive. First question. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of July, the year of 2020, are the top 5 cards, the ones that will resonate the most with those that are watching the reading. Thank you. Good enough for me. All right, here we go. No, we're not. Jesus. Why are they over there? I can't get at them. Damn it. All right. Just a moment, people. At least I can count on my camera and my system. If I don't have to go outside of that, I'm all right. Yeah, there go the skill saws and the chainsaws and the lawnmowers now. The first, I don't care, I'm going to do this reading, universe, do you hear me? I'm doing the flippin' reading. First card, overall energy for the month of July. For Sagittarius, Angel of the Ocean and Healing. This is a very wonderful card for overall energy. It shows that you're going to have a decent amount of help. Your second card, in your wealth and in your finances, we're looking at the Hermit. You represent some contemplation going on. You got some things to think about. Must push you up a little bit further. There you go. Okay? That's your wealth and finances. Third card, your hearth, your home, your intimate relationships, whatnot. I haven't seen him in a while. We've got the Chariot and movement. Movement. Number 4, your challenges, should there be any, Sagittarius, for the month of July. The Six of Cups. Reflection. Final card, but not least, because it is your message from Spirit. The Three of Pentacles. Recognition. Okay, I don't know what's got these crows so worked up today. They've been like this all day. And they're like this everywhere today, because it was in our local community group on Facebook, and other people were saying, who's pissed the crows off this morning? And everybody was going, yeah, they're a little crazy today. And there were hundreds. It's a murder of crows, you know. Anyways, here we are, everybody. This is your reading, your cards for your July reading. Look interesting, if nothing else, for sure. So we've got the Angel of the Ocean. She is the healer of the ocean. She also has capabilities and gifts of negotiating and managing situations and people. This energy is transferred to you. It is saying this is what you're going to be dealing with for the month. You're going to be making some headway, because you're going to be taking care of some things that were out of your control before to take care of, but now they're under your control. You have a free way. You've got a free pass to move in and to take care of things and to straighten things out. Bear with me. Oh, I got to put my camera up, don't I? Just a moment. I think that's all right. Okay. So, beautiful major arcana as well. Absolutely, most definitely. Beautiful. To give you the generic side of the card, where'd them ugly glasses go? I just grabbed them and put them down. Why are they way over there? I swear I got gremlins in my life right now. And I gotta wear these. They're like 1 degree, a little stronger. I may look a little googly-eyed. But I need it lately. I don't know, the last couple days I've been fighting with the other glasses to see. They're only reading glasses. I don't have 24/7 eyewear or anything like that. It's just for reading. With the Angel of the Ocean, let's see here. This is the card of the healer, the negotiator, the manager, or even a parent who finds himself needing to soothe the tempest of demands to keep the peace. To do this, you may need the patience of a saint or an angel. And these would support you. So you hope and you know, on a prayer that you have this. The Angel of the Ocean is asking you to look to your spiritual side so that you're seeing the lessons, any situation you find yourself in, that maybe you're learning something from it. There are lessons being offered in any situation. Rather than become overwhelmed by others' emotions or stressed out by the complaints or their needs, you just kind of have to go with the flow. There's a little bit of floating going on here, not letting your feathers get ruffled. Additional meaning of the card is a healing taking place from a past traumatic event. Balancing your mind and your body, or balancing your finances, or even budgeting and financial planning may take priority for you now. Also, the Angel of the Ocean can be a sign of angelic guidance. You need to know, Sagittarius, your angels are here to protect you through this very demanding time. The advice: you'll need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get things done. The keywords are balance and reconciliation, patience, flow, compassion, finances, and angels. And if you're trying to right some wrongs here, if you're trying to reconcile opposites, anything along those lines, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to really be sincere and authentic for you to get anywheres in order to heal anything. These are some of the things that you'll be doing. You'll be dealing with your finances as well. Just some of you will. Making sure there's a balance within your finances, for sure. But there's a lot of overseeing of things in your life for July. For the whole month of July, you're overseeing an awful lot of things. You've taken it upon yourself to manage some things, to take care of things, to put things in order, to straighten things out, to make the wrongs right, to make right of everything again. You'll be working hard at that. Not so much hard, not laborious, where you're going to be exhausted or drained, but you're slowly managing everything and putting it very gently where it needs to be. Any situation. You'll do fine. You'll be okay. You will get some things clarified and straightened away. And some things you'll get them straightened away to the point you'll be able to put them in a nice box, wrap some ribbon around it, chuck it to the back of somewhere where you don't have to look at it again. It's done. It's over. It's moved on. It's fixed. Hooray for you. All right, your finances and your wealth. We have the Hermit representing you here, Sagittarius, within your financial word. And wealth in many forms, wealth in health, wealth in support, wealth in family and friends, and wealth in work, wealth in many different ways. It appeals to everybody differently. So with the Hermit is basically a card that is letting you know what you need to do here. And what you need to do is you're going to be requiring some time for yourself. That's coming. Some time just for yourself. You need some chill time, some downtime. Oh, Natalie, don't start. Don't do that. No itchy nose, no itchy lips, no yawning, please. I've paid my dues more than enough the last few days trying to get these readings off. What a challenge. We'll go with the generic meaning and take it from there. Reflection and quiet time are going to be important for you now with this card telling you so. You may need to study. You could need to be contemplating on something, or simply even just spending time alone, because you need to process maybe stuff that's happened recently, or maybe you need time to process the truth and the reality of where your life is, where it's come from, where it's headed. You need some time to stop and think without outer influences. All right? When you take this time, for some this may be a welcome retreat. For others, you may feel lonely. It depends on your own personal circumstances, how going into a retreat and spending some alone time is going to play out for you or affect you. Some of you may feel lonely depending on your circumstances. However, you experience the Hermit's solitary influence. It's different for everybody. You won't get lost in your thoughts, or you won't be alone forever. You need to know that. And another additional meaning of the card is distancing yourself from certain relationships that may be overwhelming you. If that's what you have to do to save yourself, is to pull away from a person or two or three, then so be it. Take the time. No one's more important in your life than you are. You're number one. You're first. Everything else after that is secondary. The advice. Try not to resist aloneness. It gives you time for contemplation and healing. This is going to be to find the answers that you need and to know yourself on a much more deeper level. So there's some inner knowledge going on here as you try to remain acute in your intensity within getting in touch with yourself and with the universe, the whole picture. You may surprise yourself with some revelations that could be quite enlightening for you as well, about you. Things you may find out about yourself you never knew you had it in you. You never knew that you were like that, maybe this kind of a thing. The keywords for this card for you are thought and retreat, travel, inner journey, solitude, seclusion, and protection. Somebody could be thinking something as common as, am I better off financially with or without them? If I leave this relationship, how is that going to affect me in a financial way? If I start a relationship, how is that going to affect me financially? It's a lot of thinking here. And some of you Sagittarius are afraid to make that concrete move either direction. You're afraid to take, so you need time to really stop and think. But you need to be honest with yourself about a lot of things in your life. You need to be bare bones, strip everything away, nakedly honest with yourself. Even if it hurts, even if it makes you squirm, all the better. Hurts your feelings, all the better. Because it shows you're really in touch and this is the real deal. So, might be time for you to face up to some things, but you need that time alone. It's being enforced on you. And you're wondering about your future finances. That's not a doubt at all, that's for sure. Relationships in or out, not being able to work, COVID-19, the isolations and the quarantines. So it seems almost a little, almost jokingly, for a card to come up and say, hey, you need some alone time. Because for some of you, you're going to say, I'm already alone. Any more alone, I won't be here. Right? You still have some thinking to do. Take advantage of the downtime if you have any. That's what you need to do. The third card. This shows somebody, could be the same people that the Hermit applies to. This shows somebody, okay. This shows someone, put it that way, that's making some major moves. And for somebody, you've had the moves, you might say, but you've not been able to do anything with these moves, all right? These plans, these ideas, whatever it means to you. Great idea, can't do nothing with it. Your hands are tied, you're stuck. This card shows up, the Chariot. All right? It's here to tell you, get your seatbelt on, put your crash helmet on, get your lifeline in, because things are not only going to move, but when they start to happen, bam, it's going to happen really, really, really fast for you. Almost to the point where you're feeling like you're losing your breath, like, whoa, I wanted this, but it's moving so fast. Now I want to do the opposite, and I want to slow things down, is what I want to do. And this is a card of very, very high, strong, highly active energy that does translate into a lot of movement. This is not a card of sensitivity. There's your red flag. There's no sensitivity coming in with this energy at all. So you may get excited. You may get ahead of yourself. You may get so self-involved and so wound up with wonderful things that are going to start to happen for you that you may forget yourself. You may forget who you're with. You may forget who you're talking with. You may forget who you're sharing with. Be aware. You just need to be aware of your ego, that it doesn't get ahead of you. All right? That's not pretty. And you need to be aware of other people's feelings and what they might react to. Choose your words carefully. Choose who you share things with very, very carefully as well. But you know what, Sag? You may put a nose or two out of joint here. It could very well happen. He doesn't come up all the time, but I like to see him when he does, because it's a card of high energy and high action. the generic end of this, the card is showing up now because it's indicating some serious progress can be made for you now. Travel could be favored for some of you, as are moves as well, and the moves could be connected with work, your job. You could be moving for work. The card is also a general sign that every aspect of your life is going to start to surge forward. And isn't that life in the way it is? There's either nothing going on at all and you're wishing there was, and then it's like, boom. It's not just something started. Everything seems to have started and kicked in all at the same time. We end up almost being overwhelmed and not able to keep up with everything. And you know, and you're shaking your head and it's frustrating. Why did I go from nothing into being overwhelmed with too much? You know, can't we get a balance here? You know, talk to the universe about it. Don't talk to me. Talk to the universe about it. Balance is going to be necessary here during the month. You may need to treat people around you with care. As I said, be very sensitive to other people. This is a card of energy rather than sensitivity. You need to remember that. And the card is revealing good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you are to keep your show on the road. Remember that good timing and your ego. Another meaning of the card is some of you, I wish this was me, but if some of you could be acquiring a new car or a vehicle of some kind. Could be a motorbike, could be a truck, could be a tractor. Who knows, right? The advice of the card here. It's time actively to move forward with your plans. Keep that ego in check when you need to. But most of all, enjoy this time of power and motivation. Whatever's going on here is affecting the most intimate part of you and your life. It's not just affecting a job. It's not affecting a relationship, a friendship, hobbies, or this is affecting you very, very much as private and inner as it can be. You are going to be affected. That's why it showed up in the home, the friend, the family sector, the intimates. That's why. Okay? So you really need to sit up, pay attention. The universe reaching out and talking to you right now, nudging you here, nudging you there, trying to set you off into the proper directions. Keywords are journeys, and inner journeys is part of that as well. Determination, absolutely. Sagittarius, you don't lack in determination. When your mind is set on something, you go for it. Willpower, yeah. Sagittarius, you have a gift there. Most of you have a very good, healthy willpower. You make your mind up to do or not do something, you just make it happen. I wish I was that way. The card shows you moving forward, therefore you're making progress in your life. There could be a little friction, a few sparks here and there. That's to be expected, traveling at the speed that you are metaphorically and literally. And guidance and protection coming in from the universe as well, and you're feeling that. You feel like you're being nudged and you feel like you're being guided. So whatever changes these are, they're affecting you and your life, your everyday life. This is big for some of you. The fourth card are your challenges, should there be any. And what we have here is the Six of Cups. And this card refers and prompts us on reflection. All right? Reflection. The sixes are beautiful to have because they indicate balance and harmony in our lives and around us, especially after going through with the Chariot and then having to slow down and come into this. Okay, you know, whatever, you know. So, with the Six of Cups on the generic end of things, the past comes back to life for you as somebody from your past returns. This could be an old friend or it could be an old flame. Equally, you may find other ways to slip back into the safe haven of your former years. You'll be doing this through reminiscing over old times and just enjoying the company sometimes of children, whether even if they're not your own. Creativity and play, or returning to a favorite childhood place. In relationships, you'll find a sense of peace and security and comfort. It's nice to know, it's good to have growth and change in our life, but it's also nice to know that some things are just what they are and they always will be what they are. Some things never change, like relationships, childhood relationships, picking up where you left off. There could be some of that going on here as well, but it is a good card that brings you comfort, brings you goodness. It brings you a feeling of contentment as well. The advice: enjoy this reconnecting with the happier aspects of your past. This is going to energize you, entertain you, and even inspire you for the future. I'm not saying what that is, but you need to let your guard down, and you need to open your arms and embrace what the universe is blowing into your arms. All right? Keywords are friendship and visitors, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection, and play. But don't be so caught up with the chariot and the speed and the movement that you become insensitive to somebody else coming in from your past. I don't have time. I'm in a hurry. Don't do that. You're going to have to put the brakes on to acknowledge this. Once you get into it, you'll be starting to enjoy it and saying, I'm glad I stopped for a moment. I'm glad I took the time to spend some time with this person. This has been a wonderful experience for me. It's actually brought back some old feelings I haven't felt in years. This is a good thing. This is a good connection. You just need to believe it. That's your challenge, okay? Having faith, you might say. The last card and your final word from Spirit here, we're looking at the Three of Pentacles. Threes are very highly revered number over all in the world. They usually refer to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of the three here. And we have Pentacles, one of my favorite suits right there. And threes in tarot indicate a lot going on. All of a sudden there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff happening, which in turn, because the activity, the energy of the higher activity brings more pops of color in your life, is what it does. It's a good thing. This card is prompting recognition as well here. So, you bear with me just one moment. The threes are good. They're nothing to be afraid of, except for the Three of Swords. That one, we really don't want to tangle with it. That's a challenging card, but you're lucky you got the Three of Pentacles. It's time for acknowledgement because your work is receiving some positive attention. Well, good for you. This could be something as small even as painting up a sign. Maybe you're attending a peaceful protest, you know, and you really dazzled or bedazzled the sign up, right? And people are going to recognize it literally, you know, and admire it. You'll inspire other people. Whether making a speech, organizing an event, say, or demonstrating your skill to others, your success will be public rather than private. That's another reason why I say you could be attending a peaceful protest of some kind. It's a public event. On the home front, this three can show that this is how, or now is the time for you to make your home more presentable, especially if you're trying to sell it. Or you may even be thinking about renovating or redecorating your property. You got some downtime, now would be the time. If you've got the cash and the means to do things, now would be the time for you to start them. Whatever you do now, you can take pride in. And your work is going to have a very long-lasting effect on you and the people around you as well. Show off your work. Be proud of your achievements. Further success is in the cards for you. Your final words in your reading here, Sagittarius, are reputation and learning, skill, performance, reward, security, and completion. That was your reading, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I got to get to work and stopping the reading, stopping the video. And then I have to format it and I have to process it before it even begins the upload to YouTube. It's going to be a bit. I wish you all the best for the month of July. Please remember, you're living beneath the microscope of the universe. It sees and it knows you inside out, literally everything. Always remain honest. Always keep your integrity up front and center. Anything that you have that you're aiming for, any intentions, make sure your intentions are coming from a good place. All right? That's important. Keep the peace within yourself always first. That way it enables you to share the compassion, the love, and the light that makes you who you are. That is very, very needed in this world these days. We can't get enough compassion, understanding, and love. So, in saying that, all of you take care of yourself. enjoy July. Before you know it, December's going to be on us. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy the month. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to hear from you all. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, please do, and click the little notification bell so you don't miss any posts. And if you're around Facebook, if you're not a hater, why don't you pop on over and visit us there as well. Under groups, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and this group is closed and private. Everything has to be approved. From entry to posting has to be approved. Except for leaving. You can leave anytime you like. All right. See you later, guys, and thank you very much for being here. Hope to talk to you all soon. Have a care.